The wind never stopped blowing, and dust covered the land for generations as small groups of humans wandered through a world that no longer welcomed them. Most never found enough food, many never saw another tribe, and every child born became another impossible gamble. What if you were alive during humanity's darkest hour? Not during a famous war, not during the Black Death, and not even during the last ice age. Long before cities existed, something happened that almost erased every human alive. And if history had changed only slightly, you would not exist, nor would anyone you have ever known. Scientists call it a population bottleneck, an idea that sounds simple, though the consequences were almost unimaginable. A bottleneck happens when a population suddenly shrinks to a tiny fraction of its original size. For humans, evidence suggests this happened roughly 900,000 years ago. The world looked familiar. Ancient elephants crossed grasslands, giant predators ruled the landscape, and early humans survived with little more than sharpened stones and cooperation. Then something changed as the climate became wildly unstable. Glacial cycles grew stronger. Rainfall patterns shifted. Forests disappeared, and open grasslands expanded. Animals that people depended upon migrated or died, making finding food harder every year. Professor Giorgio Manzi and other paleoanthropologists have argued that dramatic environmental changes transformed the world our ancestors depended upon, meaning the challenge was no longer finding a better place, but finding any place at all. Then, in 2023, another piece of the puzzle appeared when a team led by geneticist Haipeng Li analyzed the genomes of more than 3,000 modern people. Instead of looking for fossils, they searched inside our DNA, and their computer models pointed toward the astonishing possibility that our breeding population may have dropped to around 1,280 individuals. That means not 1,000 tribes and not 1,000 families, but around 1,000 breeding humans across the entire planet. That number does not mean only 1,280 people existed, because children, elders, and others were alive too. But the number of individuals passing genes to future generations may have been frighteningly small. Could humanity really have balanced on such a thin edge? Some researchers believe the evidence is compelling. Ancestors came dangerously close to disappearing. Imagine walking for weeks without meeting another human. Imagine losing half your group to hunger, and imagine knowing one harsh winter could end your entire bloodline. Some estimates suggest this bottleneck continued for more than 100,000 years, meaning generation after generation inherited the same impossible struggle. Yet someone survived, again and again, and part of the answer was cooperation. Unlike many predators, humans shared food, cared for injured companions, and passed knowledge from one generation to the next. So a successful hunt became everyone's survival, and a clever idea became everyone's advantage. Small innovations mattered, such as sharper stone tools, better communication, and stronger social bonds, with each improvement increasing the odds of seeing another sunrise. Could intelligence itself have been shaped by these desperate years? Some anthropologists think extreme environmental pressure rewarded flexibility above all else, allowing the humans who adapted to survive while the humans who refused disappeared. Every family alive today carries echoes of those survivors, meaning your immune system reflects their victories. Your metabolism reflects their hardships. Every person on Earth is a reminder of how close failure once came. The greatest civilization, the tallest skyscraper, every language ever spoken, every work of art, and every scientific discovery, all of it depended on a tiny population refusing to vanish. The next time you look into a mirror, remember this. Your reflection is not just yours, but is the latest chapter of a story that almost ended before it truly began.